Hey guys, and welcome to this video. My name is Kata, and I am sharing some thoughts today and my personal process with today's North Node, Uranus, and Mars conjunction. So kind of like a big deal. Some really cool things are happening in the sky, and this conjunction, which is considered a triple conjunction, is definitely a very, very powerful one. It is highlighting all kinds of interesting things for us, but for me personally, in the way that I'm seeing this, is there seems to be this emphasis on really taking our power back when it comes to our own personal lives, when it comes to our work, when it comes to our health, when it like it's going to fall into different categories, I think, for everyone. For me personally, health and work are like the two main areas that are really, really coming up in terms of revamp, in terms of wanting a revamp and looking for a new direction and looking for a completely different way of doing what I have been doing up until this point. So personally, I have been going through a huge journey, very internal journey, very spiritual journey, and this journey has really helped me in the last 2.5 years to go through this process of purging, of releasing and letting go and detoxing and doing all kinds of stuff. And for me, it was mostly on a spiritual level. I feel like spiritual, emotional level. I think those were the two areas where I was detoxing the most. And I was certainly trying to focus also on obviously physical detoxification and just changing habits, changing eating habits, patterns, different things. But what I realized in the last 2.5 years was that this process hasn't been easy, and I wasn't able to just, like change my diet from one day to the next. And I wasn't able to just, shed everything that was like bad for me in one day, and then the next day just wake up and spontaneously be able to just, eat vegan and do all this stuff. No, everything is a process. And I think this conjunction is also reminding us right now that what we choose to put our energy, our heart and mind energy into is really truly going to expand for us. And for me right now, it's like I said, work is definitely something that I've been putting my heart and soul into. It is lots and lots of stuff going on behind the scenes, that I haven't been sharing with people, certainly haven't been sharing with my viewers. But there's a lot of different things I'm working on. And so those things are going to come to light because Uranus is the planet of like surprises and unexpected things to happen or to come forth. And I think this Uranus conjunction is really going to bring in some exciting developments for some people, for many of us, exciting and maybe not so exciting for some of us, but they say that this is like kind of a little bit of like a reaping time. So what we have sown previously, in terms of what we have put our energy into previously, is what we're now going to be experiencing in terms of what we're receiving. So if you haven't been allocating your energy appropriately, which I know I haven't with some stuff, like there's definitely bad habits, different things that I'm still looking to shed, that I'm still working on transitioning and changing within myself so that I can really get into the just the feeling that I need to get into to align myself to that new version of myself that I'm now looking to recreate. And I'm also a lot more mindful in terms of what I'm manifesting. So I'm paying a lot more attention to my thoughts, my words, my spoken words. And I've mentioned this in previous videos, like spoken word is really important. And it's very important for us to not constantly put ourselves back into a low vibrational state with our statements and with what we're saying. So there's like so many different aspects. There's so many different things to look at. It's such a deep personal journey that we're all actually going through independently and collectively. We can see this playing out all over the news, right? And all over the world. But on a personal level, this is so much about change and transformation and like rooted transformation. So this isn't something that you're going to do and just like, oh, I'll just do for today and then, whatever. This is long-term planning. This is you creating your future right now in this moment. Having the ability to write down, the different things that are important to you. Like I spent some time doing this for myself yesterday, just writing different goals and different things down and just really helping myself to see what it is that I am now going to be pouring my energy into significantly more. So for me, journaling and writing it down really helps. It gives me a visual, it gives me something to work with, something tangible. So work with the energy by directing your focus inward today, and direct that focus inward for the purpose of really extracting what it is that you need to change in your life that is like obvious and it sticks out like a sore thumb and you can't avoid seeing it. Like, really take a hard, long look at it today and allow yourself to be honest, to just admit that, yes, this is something that I know it's not making me happy. It's not something that I really want to keep in my life moving forward. And then take action. Like, look at that thing and really take action and be willing to let that thing go, because that's what this Uranus-Mars North Node conjunction is all about. North Node is like destiny. This is when destiny steps in and makes shit happen, right? So we have this destiny energy here present for us today, asking us to dream and just to allow ourselves to believe, to truly believe that we are valuable enough and that we are worthy enough to get everything that we dream in our life, to actually experience it in the physical, in the tangible world. Everything is shifting behind the scenes. Everything is shifting behind the scenes energetically. And I know that the energy that is going to be continuing to play out for the rest of this year is going to bring in some huge surprises, some things that I think a lot of people will not be expecting. And I think it's important to be very awake at this time, very aware at this time, mostly of yourself, of your own personal needs, of your family's needs, and just really focus on that and don't worry about the external world too much. It's very, very important for us to align ourselves to our own truth at this time and follow through on our own truth and just trust it. Intuition is actually another key factor in this conjunction today. So we are also being asked to trust our intuition and our feelings a lot more than we have in the past. In terms of changing direction, like for me, I know there's a massive career change that's about to happen. I've been doing something like the same something for like the last 20 years almost, and now I'm ready to do something completely different. And this transition that I'm about to go through is definitely something that is just like my intuition is telling me, everything within me, my feeling, my gut, it's all telling me that yes, this new direction is the way to go. Yes, this new direction makes me excited and feeling fulfilled, and it makes me happy, and it really brings all of the things out from within me that I wanted to experience and that I wanted to really have, while I ran my business for 10 years that I kind of didn't have. I didn't have those experiences. I wasn't feeling fulfilled. I was feeling burnt out and drained and exhausted. So it's like this dream energy, I feel like is present for us to just dream and allow yourself to go for it, to really truly go for it. There is no more holding back. And if this year, I think if we don't take some significant steps to change our lives for the better, and if you don't start becoming conscious this year, all of us, if we don't start becoming more conscious this year about our health, about our wealth, our financial, everything, our financial world in terms of what we have, how much we feel we can have or are allowed to have, right? Like there's so many different things in the financial area. For a lot of people, I think we feel not worthy of having more abundance and things like that. So there's like a lot of like, we're really being asked to look at everything, your health, your wealth, your relationships was like a huge one. And I went through that process too, like purging relationships and just getting out of toxic situations that I knew were not serving me, that I kept pushing myself back into because I was afraid to let go. So there's a lot that is changing. We are being asked to change internally, like rewire yourself on the inside, just like they do with old houses to make the information, the electricity, to make the electricity run better in an old house. What do? They rewire it, right? Why do they rewire it? Because those old wires aren't conducting the electricity. The information isn't going along fast enough. So upgrade your internal wiring. I think that's a good way to put it, and allow yourself to really take in new information, like studying and like books. I've got stacks and stacks of books all over the house right now. So there's just so many different things that I'm just excited about, and I'm diving like headfirst into, because I'm ready for this change. And I really hope that you are too. This North Node Uranus-Mars conjunction today is going to be like a little bit of an ass kicker, kickstart kind of energy to get us moving in the right direction. So please pay attention to your life. Pay attention to what you're unhappy with, what is not working for you, what relationships, jobs, people, circumstances are not working for you, and be willing to take action steps to change them, to move them into the right direction. That is my message for today. That is the primary thing that I've been focusing on in my own life, is just really to bring in balance again. The Justice card keeps coming out, for so many different tarot readers I watch. They keep pulling justice for all the different signs. Why? Because what's justice? It's about balance. It's about reclaiming balance. That is what we are asked to do. So please look at your life. Take a look and put everything on the scale. Your health, your wealth, your heart, your soul, and your mind, and see what needs cleaning out, what needs revamping or updating, and what needs to be discarded in total. And then create this new version and look at the new version and what the possibility of the new version of you could bring into your life. So that is my message for today, guys. I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of this day. I'm going to go and communicate with upstairs and get my lines flowing, and see what messages Spirit has for me today. So that's it, guys. Take care. I love you all. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you found the video helpful. It's really, really appreciated. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.